It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets, next on Madden NFL 25.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Garden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Yeah, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And I can't help but chuckle as we look at last year's stats for Aaron Rodgers. 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I can't believe that we're looking at a stat line like that, but remember, he only played 4 plays. The Jets know that will not be a stat line for this year, and they can't wait to see the old numbers replace the ones you're seeing there.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Rodgers going to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Zach Baun there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind? Hey.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And let's not forget, there were some scouts who believe Carter was the best defensive player in last year's draft. Heck, there were scouts who thought he was the best player overall in last year's draft. And he recorded an impressive 6 sacks in his rookie year. And truth be told, that number doesn't tell half the story of just how dominant he can be.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hall want to give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. He's got it to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball again on second down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Straight ahead is Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Zerline's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Escapes the defender. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Going right back to Dodson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Here now, 2nd and 4. Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Smith in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Here's Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On play action, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And taken right at the 35. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In motion left comes Brown. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is caught, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Cope. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Smith catches left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard. Here's a give to Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again with Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Down the left sideline. A solid stiff arm. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 71 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Rodgers and the Jets now with a first and 10 at their 38. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got room at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 49 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this.
It got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.